Hi, I'm Brooke Williamson. Today we are making a dish to go along with the... What are we doing? What are we doing? So today I'm going to prepare a chicken mole dish. It's a dish that I felt like would pair really well with the beer that I designed with the brewery. This amazingly delicious collaboration beer called Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey, it's one of my favorite flavors. So I really thought it would be fun to play off of those sort of bergamot floral notes of Earl Grey. So I used almond and Earl Grey. They added a little bit of lactose, that was their idea, not mine. I can't take credit for that, but it was such a beautiful idea. My personal go-to is always a Belgian style triple. Part of the reason why I have a beer bar called the Triple. So what I've chosen to pair with Earl Grey today is sort of a light, slightly spiced, actually very spiced mole dish with chicken. I'm braising chicken, covering it in a lighter mole, not your traditional chocolate mole. I am using chilies and spices and almonds, and that kind of brings it together and creates the mole. I want to get a little bit of toast on these in a hot pan. And then I'm gonna add my coriander and cumin and clove and the cinnamon just to bring the oils out of the spices. Gonna get those toasted in with the peppers. And then I'm gonna add my wet ingredients. So I'm gonna add a little bit of almond oil to the pan. Then I'm gonna add my onions, a little bit of crushed garlic, and my fresh peppers. So I've got red and yellow, I've got tomato, and then I've got this little red jalapeno. And I'm gonna sweat that down a little bit. I wanna cook the onions. I don't wanna get a lot of color on the onions, but I wanna get some of that moisture out. Then I'm gonna add my harissa, and I'm gonna take a little bit of zest off of this blood orange and then squeeze a little bit of juice into there. Chicken stock is gonna go into the pan then, and then my almond meal and a little bit of vinegar. And of course we need to add the saffron. I'm gonna take my cinnamon sticks out and probably the cloves, strain a couple of things out so that I can toss it all into the blender and make a paste out of it. And then we're gonna add that into the broth of my braising liquid from the chicken that I've been braising. You know, the sauce is gonna kind of mimic the beer in a very slight manner, but I actually don't love trying to mimic the flavors of a beer. I like trying to make the beer like shine and the flavors playing off of each other rather than mimicking each other. I feel like it's kind of often my way to go. So I can smell the nuts, which means they're relatively toasted. They'll keep cooking. Add my rice now. So I do need to add a little salt and a little almond milk. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I feel like this is the perfect pairing for Earl Grey. Not only because there are some flavors that mimic each other with the almond and the almond, but those sort of floral notes of the orange zest and the spiciness of the chicken really goes beautifully with the Belgian style ale and the citrus that you get from the bergamot in the Earl Grey. Again, the spice is not overwhelming, it's sort of complementary, and you know what they say, sweet beats heat. So that Belgian sweetness really pairs beautifully with the heat of the mole. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, basically we've got a really simple dish here with a ton of flavor packed into it. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night to kiss.
It smells good.